Alright, what's good? Welcome to my setup. This is the overall setup I've been using for pretty much the last 3.5 years with some minor adjustments here and there. It's a setup I feel gives me the most productivity and overall just for me has the best workflow as well. Now the setup isn't the most flashy, but I do like to keep a nice clean setup and I do find it is the most practical for me and the way that I work as well. In regards to workflow, everything sources and routes from my MacBook Pro 16-inch M3 Pro. Now this is pretty spec'd up and it is an upgrade from my base model M1 MacBook Air. It is a one cable setup through to my monitor here. My main screen is the MacBook Pro, where my secondary monitor is the Asus monitor that I have just to my right here. In terms of peripherals, I do have just the MacBook keyboard and I have a mouse here, which I'll get into a little bit later. Now this isn't really a conventional setup that I've seen from other traders or other people in general with their desk setups, but for me, with the 16 inches and the screen resolution and brightness that it has in comparison to my monitor, I do find that the MacBook Pro is a little better for my usage and overall productivity. The secondary monitor is realistically nothing used for more than watching tennis, YouTube, or even just listening to music. Everything mainly runs through the MacBook Pro in terms of trading, editing, or whatever else I need to do on the main screens. The mic I'm using is the Rode NT USB mic. Now the mic is realistically just used for when I'm conducting academy sessions, recording videos for trading, organizing trade breakdowns, or anything that I need in terms of recording wise. This is the mic that I use. Now what brings the setup to life is the lighting that I have in the room. Surrounding the room are a few Tapo light strips that I have, which are automated in terms of timing and colors. Now this lighting really is just used to set the tone of the room, so I'm able to lock in and be as productive as possible and as focused as possible when trading. Just to the right of me, I do have an Elgato Key Light Air. Now, I initially didn't have one of these, but a few months ago I decided to purchase one, pretty much just to see how I could elevate my setup. In terms of recording, it does provide a nice light on me while I am talking, and in regards to productivity as well, it actually does provide a nice little shine above the light, so it isn't so sharp on your eyes in terms of the screens. Over time, it can build a little bit of strain, but I find the light just takes a little bit of the pressure off your eyes, so you're able to focus a lot easier. Now the camera I'm currently using just for recording at the moment is the SONY ZV-E10. This really was just a basic startup camera that I wanted to purchase just to get a foot into the door in terms of recording. Now it does provide a nice 4K picture, which I do use for recording my live trading, as well as I'm doing things like in regards to my lifestyle, such as playing tennis. The mouse I currently use is the Logitech MX Master 3. Now this is a pretty standard and common mouse for Mac users. It is a nice ergonomic piece to have as part of your setup, and it is a wireless mouse as well, which is a bonus. In terms of battery, it doesn't really need charging. It lasts about 2 to 3 months, I find, per charge, and it can also connect to multiple computers at the click of a button. Now I do also have a PlayStation 5, which I don't frequently use, but is something that I like to use mainly on the weekends or during the day if I don't really have anything else to do. It is something that I really just use to relax or just pass time as well. Games I'm playing at the moment are Spider-Man, COD, and NBA. The headphones I currently use are the Beyerdynamic DT 990 Pros. When doing some research and trying to find the best headphones for editing, these are the ones that I did come across. I do also use them if I want to lock in a little more when I'm trading, listening to a bit of jazz music or whatever the case may be. I also use them when I conduct academy sessions for my students, as they provide the best sound for me as opposed to just speakers. Now next up we have my trading journal. Now to me this is one of the most essential pieces to have as part of a trading setup. Now this book here keeps me accountable for all my mistakes, allows me to learn from anything that I did wrong in the market, and allows me to improve my strategy on a day-to-day basis as well. Without a trading journal, I find that for me, it's very hard to retain and remember the mistakes that I've made. So dating the pages and noting all the mistakes that I've made has allowed me to improve my strategy each and every day. Not only do I record my mistakes and my areas of improvement, I also record the achievements that I've done in this trading journal as well. In trading, I find that it is a very lonely journey as it is a solo sport. So recording all of your achievements and being your own cheerleader for not making mistakes or capitalizing on mistakes that you've made in the past is also very necessary as well. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up my trading setup. Like I said, it isn't the most flashy, but to me it is the most practical and allows me to get the best workflow as well. Now for trading, all you realistically need is a computer and a Wi-Fi connection. Everything is really just extra, but in theory, this is your overall office as well. It's where you're going to be spending the most time. So upgrading the comfortability and performance isn't such a bad idea as well. Just make sure you do focus on what actually matters, which is the trading and the education that you have as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace.